and the mainstream media and the corporate media in the West kind of really just launching an enormous campaign to rally support behind Taiwan, just the same that they're doing right now with Ukraine, okay? And they're going to do this, they're going to use Taiwan in a bid to escalate with China, to start a war with China, to whatever it is. When we say these phrases, start a war with China, I mean, you know what that means. It's like Armageddon. It's game over. I don't want to know what is start a war with China. That's not an option. But nevertheless, we live in a crazy world, right? These people are nuts. Honestly, if you ask me, I think there's some truth to it. I don't know if it's completely true, but I think there's some truth to it that they're trying to rally. They're trying to put Taiwan in people's in the public consciousness a bit more, right? They're trying to rally more support behind Taiwan and make it more of an issue. And this is very bad because the Chinese, like I said, they're basically doing so well. China right now, it's going to surpass the United States as the number one economy. They have the largest army. They're a nuclear armed nation. They have nuclear weapons. So the United States and the West, they're feeling inferior. They're feeling like, oh no, we're not going to be the big dog anymore. The Chinese are. Well, that's what's going to happen. If you really want to understand this issue, this is all about being a thorn in China's side. And I want to be unequivocal. I want to be super clear with you right now. This is the most important thing you should take away. The United States does not give a shit about Taiwan or the people in Taiwan. They want to annoy China. They want to put a thorn in China's side. And all of this is to make China afraid. To, basically tell them that, hey, we have Taiwan as our ally and we can put weapons there, bases there. We can use Taiwan against you. And this is the same thing that they always do, right? They're doing the same thing, of course, with the border with Afghanistan. That's also become unstable. The Trump administration, they went and delisted this TPP, I think the abbreviation was called, this Turkmenistan Islamic Party, right? It's basically a terrorist organization. You have at least 5,000 fighters in Syria, They tell you it's a civil war in Syria, but they have Uyghurs there. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. But basically, the Trump administration, they told China, you know what? This terrorist organization, we're going to delist them as a terrorist organization just to annoy you, just to be a thorn in your side. And then you have the issues with Hong Kong, right? They're supporting those democracy protests over there. And you have the issue with Tibet. I mean, when I say issue, these were never really issues before. The United States is only now making them issues, okay? But these are various things in the toolkit that they want to use to annoy China, to provoke China. So it's Taiwan, it's Tibet, it's Hong Kong, and it's the Uyghurs. Right? So they're exploiting these issues, pretending to care about them to provoke the Chinese. And of course, these never mattered when the United States needed the Chinese, right? When Hillary Clinton went there. You remember that? I showed you this video where Hillary Clinton is in China and she's saying, oh, we're going to be best friends and we love you and we're going to build a bond together. She just wanted money. That's what it was about. They wanted loans and stuff. So you understand this is always what happens with the US and the West. They never care about these so-called human rights issues until, they don't want you anymore, right? So this is, for example, I can give you with Bashar al-Assad, with the Syrian president. He went to the UK. He was with the Queen. Literally, he's with the Queen. And with Tony Blair, and him and Tony Blair, they're with their wives, and he's with Prince Charles. They're basically trying to win him over. They're trying to woo him. And when that didn't work, then he's a dictator, blah blah blah. And with Saddam Hussein, you remember Donald Rumsfeld? He got off the plane and he shook hands with Saddam Hussein, and they gave him chemical weapons to use against Iran because they needed Iraq to use against Iran. And then when they were done with that, they turned against Iraq. It's always like this. This is a pattern that you see over and over.